Hello, Day House. Who Day House? Who Day we had? Welcome everyone. It's Mind Your Character with Boss Day, Olusola-Obasa. Permit me to check up on how your week has been. How has your week been? Monday, Tuesday. Oh, the week actually starts on Sundays. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hope nothing has hit you below or punched you below the belt, the way they say. I'm excited to be here, and you know that when you see my face, you are seeing the face of value. I love to call myself a value-adding citizen of the earth. That's all I'm signed up for. I don't know how not to add value. Welcome to Mind Your Character with Boss Day, Olusola-Obasa. This show never, ever leaves you the same way. Never! What does it do to you? It leaves you better than it met you. Energy, 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 energy. So many things to be thankful for today. I must tell you. Yes. So many things. I'll let you into some of the reasons why I'm excited, super excited. You know, of course, I've learned to always see life from a positive view. So I am what you call an apostle of gratitude. So I'm always grateful no matter what it is. No matter what it is, I'm always grateful. And in the midst of that, I celebrate life. So today, the 26th day of the month of January, one of our team members by name Deborah Olafimion clocked a year older, and it's happy birthday to her. I tried to use, just as I would do while I was on radio, to do special shout out to many of the people who are my people. Whenever I'm live, I'm saying a big happy birthday to Deborah Olafimion. God bless you. God bless your new age. God bless your new year. God bless everything that has to do with you in Jesus' name. Yeah, that's one. Another one is that yesterday, being 25th of January, see, I'm a very grateful person, so I celebrate every single inch that I move. And this is how I have managed to stay happy, excited, with a sense of fulfillment, in spite of what many people will call, what a lot of people will feel is not worth celebrating. So the way I run life is to be grateful. The way I run life is on the gratitude lane. Just be on the gratitude lane and then be reckless about gratitude. Gratitude to who and for what? Gratitude to God, gratitude to people, grateful for platform, grateful for connections, grateful for everything, grateful. And because I've learned to be grateful, I have always been on the lane of being a great person. So, talking about gratitude, talking about gratitude and being thankful. Yesterday, the 25th, was my first time of speaking as a facilitator at the Entrepreneurship Academy. I would say that the Entrepreneurship Academy, to my mind, from my experience as someone who had attended as a participant, is one very big platform for entrepreneurs who, with a very minimal budget, want to know everything they need to keep structure in place, to keep administration in check, proper place, and legal, to branding, to every single thing. So about 7 years ago, I was on the program as a participant, and wow, yesterday I was there as a facilitator. Little things should count. Little things should count. This is Mind Your Character, and here I teach you to be grateful. And what do I do when I teach others to be grateful? Grateful must I be. Everyone joining and waving at you, thank you for joining me. If I must say this Indian voice, thank you for joining me. Oh my God, you're right. All right, so what else am I grateful for today? So much. I've had to list them down, just so that nothing skips. It's the last, it's only the last Friday in this January. Wow! We just said Happy New Year. In fact, I was still saying Happy New Year to some people yesterday. And then this morning when I gone to a client's place. And it's already the last Friday. God has kept us alive again. Baba God, Twali. I'm excited. In this month of January on Mind Your Character, what I've been doing is, or has been, teaching you certain things about people. So I'm going to let my music play on a lower. Where's that? Good. So I'll bring it down. You know, it's my energy song. So I brought it down. Now, what am I saying to you? That since January started, I have had 3 guests. I've had Mr. Dimejoke. I've had Mr. Lekon Otufoduri. Then I've had Mr. Yemi Olodun. 3 of them, different spheres, different interests, different reasons for bringing them, but one central theme. What has the theme been on Mind Your Character for this month? People. Cracking the people code just so you win and win well in 2024. I know that you have all your goals well articulated. You have them probably in some tech-based structures. But see, one factor apart from God or next to God that you need to get clearly in place this year is the people factor. People, as they will influence your decisions, as they will influence your prospects, as they will influence your progress, just name it. Your success, your stability, your sustainability, just name all of them. People. And I brought these people, the 3 guests so far, to tell their stories, because I've had to remember that I know them for years, to have been people who have managed people well. And these guys, they are cracking some hard nuts when it comes to relating with people. Today, I don't have a guest. However, I have an event to invite you to, and it's the main reason why this is like one of the major reasons why I'm here today is to whet your appetite for tomorrow. If you have not registered yet to be part of the free webinar that I and my team at RCV are organizing to help you start out the year understanding people, understanding the dimensions of how to relate with people. Whether you are high there, you need to relate to the people low there. You are low, you need to relate people high there. It's always cross country. The routes are always going in that circle. You will always need people, and you say, how do I handle people? So I am talking about poor attitudes tomorrow. We are sorting things out tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And when I'm saying tomorrow morning, I mean the 27th day of January 2024. It's a webinar, so it's virtual and it's free. F-R-E-E. You heard me right. It's free. It's our first CSR for the year, and we're doing it because we care about you. We care about you making all the good fortunes lined up for you this year. So to help me drive the message of what will be happening tomorrow home, I'm going to show you a few people that missed opportunities on the grounds of poor attitudes. So I have 2 or 3 stories to tell you. Some of these people have not missed it yet, but I'm too certain they will miss it. I start with the first one. Without trying to make it too detailed so that the persons that I'm referring to are not too out there, I need to share the story. There's a front desk or receptionist in one of the schools of my children. I had gone there one of these days to pick my child up. And I approached our desk as it should be and said, oh, I'd like to know where my daughter is. We're ready to go. So moderately, the normal thing should be she announces the name over the PA system and then the child walks up to where you are. Now, but this is what I was taken aback with. A parent paying for children's school fees. She went, and I've been sending her up and down. I've been sending her on errand up and down here since, so where can she be? I was like, oh, people. When will people understand that it's not everything that comes to your mind that your mouth must utter? Look, I don't have anything against you as an adult asking a younger person to do something for you. But I find it totally disrespectful to the parents for you to use those words. I've been sending her up and down, and it's the attitude with which you're saying it that makes it seem to me that you do not even understand your job. You do not understand the clients that are standing before you, nor the implication of the way you're saying what you're saying. Fast forward. I didn't report her because a lot of these people who are like that, I saw a book by Mike Murdoch yesterday and I'm going to look for that book and read it. It said 7 people you cannot help. I am sure that people like this woman are part of people you cannot help. I do not bother my head to try to correct people like that because I'm not also sure whether they are matured enough to take corrections and say thank you and do better. I'll usually walk away. I walked away, got my child, left. And I laughed over it with my daughter when she came and said, imagine what that woman said. She didn't even know how wrongly it landed. But it's fine, let's go. It was not my first time of hearing reports about this particular lady. So I knew that soonest, some other people who cared about making reports would get her out of that place. It was no shock to me. Few days after, I was told she has been kicked out. Another person has taken that place. I decided to go the way of stories today. It shocks me and breaks my heart to see that a lot of people pay consequences for poor attitudes every day. But maybe because the statistics are not out there for you to see. But you must have seen or known one person or the other who got their fingers burnt on the heels of poor attitudes. Why do we still have so many people who are carefree, careless about poor attitudes in relating with people? So that's why tomorrow at the webinar, I am talking about poor interpersonal skills that can kill your dreams in 2024. They can short circle your progress. They can down your prospects. They can get you into trouble. Second story. These are all practical things and it happened so recently. I know these things happen every day. So I was speaking with a colleague of mine in the industry recently, and we're having a business chat, and we spoke to a point where I was relating where he worked before, what happened there and all whatnot. And he told the story of a very prominent woman that he worked with, powerful, prominent, rich, and influential. All of those A-rating adjectives. But he said that, calm-headed as he can be, he had to resign shortly after he started work with that woman. He tried all he could to help her turn around her business that was literally failing on the heels of poor interpersonal attitudes with her team. Everyone saw him when he joined the team, and some people literally called him to the side and said, you have not seen where you will work, or you want to work here? You look like a gentleman to us. Can we just tell you, don't stay here? Oh. He didn't take their word for it. He continued work, hoping that everything would be fine. You know, he was banking on the fact that he was easygoing, hardworking, and that should make him survive any environment, no matter how toxic the person at the other end. He was very wrong. Because the odds against that decision, that stand, were stronger. Started working there, and before he knew what was happening, he started having issues with the boss. Issues around things that were not supposed to be his concern, the way we put it, that he had chosen to do voluntarily, and he was getting into trouble with her for doing or for trying to do. Long and short, this woman made him start paying the price for what he did not buy. It was not a long time before he realized that if he still wanted his life, he could not continue to work with her as a boss. Such a resourceful person that I know him to be, hard to leave. Not just that. He said that he was the rallying point, like he became the rallying point for other team members who felt that they could always find solace in him whenever it got so harsh. And as we speak today, virtually everyone who comes into that business to work with her had a reason to leave shortly after. HR people will tell you that high attrition rate is not good for business. So tell me, how is this kind of businesswoman ever going to build a centenary business? How is she ever going to achieve business stability? How is she ever going to think of sustainability? Now, get me clearly, she has the money. In fact, I hear she's very big in real estate. And she's very big in so many other businesses. But no, she does not have the right interpersonal skills to put it all together. That looks like a pack of cards threatening to come crashing down soon. That shouldn't happen. Join me tomorrow in the room, virtually, for the webinar titled Poor Interpersonal Skills That Will Kill Your Dream This Year. We want you to identify it, be able to mitigate against it, be able to know how to handle it. That's the template for tomorrow. We will identify those issues and we'll encourage you on how. We'll do the bits we can do for this, and then we'll introduce you to other modules that can help you get stronger. I'm wondering if I can tell one more story, but it looks like my time is gradually coming to a peak. I'm going to tell you another one. Okay. Yes. I must leave this one out there. So another young lady, very young girl, spoke to me recently, and she was feeling really, really bad and almost down. A student of a secondary school. She's in the junior secondary school. She said to me, can you imagine, my teacher today said that all of us were mentally, what's that word now? Mentally retarded children. And I was like, wow, that's a big word to use on children. So many people have emotional intelligence issues and they find themselves in a place of handling people. It's like putting the wrong peg in the wrong hole. If you find trainings like ours for free, please jump at it. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. We are going to leave the link. I trust that one of my team members will drop the link just so you may still join us. We have quite a good number of people who have indicated interest already. Please catch the link in the comment section. I'm not sure it's in the bio, so just click in the comment section and join us in the class tomorrow. I'll be there live and we'll be there to add value to you. What was the issue with the first person that I mentioned? What do you think the issue was with that teacher? She had poor communication skills and she had a very shallow assessment of her role. She didn't realize the person she was speaking with is one of those paying her salary. She needed to have a rounded understanding of how to treat or talk to parents because they and their children are customers to the school. What was the problem with the second woman? Diagnosis. She probably has a wrong idea of who team members are. Maybe sees them as servants, maybe sees them as slaves, people that once you have them in your coffers and you're paying them, you have a right to blast them, talk life and death into or out of them, and then pay them whatever you're paying them and get them to still continue, and you hope that they'll always be there. Maya Angelou is the one who said, people may forget what you said to them, yes, but they never forget how you made them feel. So everything you say makes people feel a certain way. You must therefore wait. So she had poor communication skills and she had weak assessment of her role and the person she was relating with. And for the third person, who is also a teacher, and may I plead with any teacher that is coming across this, should you miss the live session of the training tomorrow, please look for it on our platforms or pay a token and be able to enjoy it. You need to learn emotional intelligence. So it was a pure case of not knowing that those children were too young to have that kind of backlash. Those kind of people have unstable emotions. They probably have been hurt by someone else and they are paying it forward to the young lads that are in their class. Forgetting that children are awesome. If you have the opportunity of working with young people, you have a gold mine in your hands, because you never know what glory land they could help you travel to. Yes, that's it, and I hope that value has been communicated to everyone who has joined today. It's such a pleasure to do Mind Your Character with Boss Olusola-Obasa for 5 years plus. Come I think April 8th, Mind Your Character will be 6 across all platforms, and that's so massive out of the number of years that I've totally been in this space. I'm so glad to add value to you. If you have questions, please reach out to me, and don't forget my book. Don't forget to get a copy of Imperatives of Sustainable Leadership Reputation. Reputation is key. All of these people that I spoke about today, there's a report card that all of them will get. It's called the reputation report card. How people begin to perceive them, how people begin, impressions they have created about themselves in people's mind. It becomes a transactional currency with which they will do business with them or never. Or never. Some children in that class will decide not to be teachers forever because of the way a teacher. Some people hate mathematics today because of the way a teacher. So you see, these things are reputational. They become something stamped with your name in people's history. Write your history right. Join me tomorrow. Join my team tomorrow, because it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. And I hope that this has been absolutely useful to you. Please ask questions if you do have any. And in the meantime, I want you to enjoy your weekend. Go to church on Sunday if you're a Christian. And look out for all of my platforms, Olusola-Obasa, Mind Your Character, and RCV. Whether on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, we are signed up to serving you value back to back to back, like I like to say. And should you have any business proposition for us that has to do with any of the things that we do, feel free to reach out. Oh, what about trainings? We train, we consult, we advocate. Take care of yourself, and God bless you. Bye. Enjoy the music. Bye now.